Shattered Realms is a 2D side-scrolling action brawler that borrows a lot of the fighting game mechanics from today's fighting games, rather than just going with the button mashing of your more traditional brawlers. The thing that makes Shattered Realms special is just the sheer amount of opportunities we're giving the player to do amazing stuff.
Shattered Realms has been incubated by Free Live since February this year.
The biggest challenge would be overscoping.
There's a lot of scope creep.
We don't have a scope creep problem. It's just we have scope and more scope.
We're really excited to see where the game is and how they're feeling about things.
We have 2 months left, and I am absolutely terrified.
The game has really made like a huge improvement over the last couple of months. The art team has really been like just whacking out the most amazing art. The latest build is just shining.
The whole thing has been amazing because we've got like this project that's been our baby for so long, and it was allowed to live. We've got 2 months left, but all of it has been given to us, which is an amazing feeling.
It is unrecognizable from the previous build. Malcolm has done an incredible job in concepting the characters. Diane has done a great job making the backgrounds look great. Ben has done an amazing job with animations for everything, basically.
The last month I've been implementing some of the reward systems, doing stuff like unlocking moves, being able to get drops, the sponsor system. When you're doing really well, sponsors come to you and they like promote you.
I've been building backgrounds, putting together pieces the player's either going to interact with or things we think the player's going to interact with, and taking things from concept art to assets so we can put them in the game, see how they feel, and like play with them that way.
Like our major challenges in the beginning was just starting up, getting everyone into a groove.
I still think we have like narrative concerns, but at the same time we're letting everyone, or letting the team sort of like go, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and we're going to do this.
Now that we're going so fast, we're like, oh, we just want to put all these great things in, and we're talking about adding another character, and we just have to sort of like rein ourselves back in.
I do tend to lean more towards a producer sort of role myself, so I'm like, whoa, 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 and trying to like rein in all these puppies.
So far the most fun thing to work on was the boss. We finished it in 2 weeks. It's by far some of the best animations that I've done so far.
The next week to about a month, I'm finishing up the boss fight, having the set piece done where you meet the boss for the first time and then all hell breaks loose. Like everyone, when they play it and they get to the boss, they're like, this is what the game is about. So we really want to like take that and like just amp it up to 11. Dion, who's been adding some of the great audio for us in and the music, it's just coming together really, really well.
I worked with Free Lives in the past. We did some game jams back in the day. And then they asked me to do a theme song for Broforce, and that ended up being the whole soundtrack.
I'm very confident in Dion's music. Like I know that's going to work out.
So working with Dion, it's a little bit like working with a magician. He's been working closely with his brother on the project, doing a phenomenal job. He's got a fantastic workflow.
We've spent the last while catching up with the art team. The art team's been motoring ahead for a couple of months, and audio came in a little bit later. So we've been concepting, just coming up with an audio palette. Trying out a new genre which we call power synthwave, because I'm a power metal guy and synthwave is big at the moment, and I thought, why not try combining them? Because Shattered Realms is that sort of neon aesthetic, it's high energy, it's combat, and it actually seems to work really, really well.
Just when you think it can't get any better, he plays you like something a week later and it just sounds so much better.
We have 3 intensity layers for the combat, so the better you're doing, the more inventive you are with your combos. You're not just repeating yourself and button mashing. The intensity increases and the music gets more hyped and the music gets more powerful.
And they're actually working in Game Maker Studio to implement the audio for us. So that's really taken a big load off me having to implement the audio from my side. I can just, every now and again, I do a pull from the repository and there's all this amazing sound in the game.
Peter and David have incredible insight into the fighting game community, into brawlers. They know what feels good, what feels right, what's authentic. So it's just been a question of recording a lot, sourcing a lot of sound effects, a lot of processing. Been out with our field recorders, recording all sorts of things, breaking and then smashing things, and just having a good time. It's not really work. It's just, don't tell anyone that.
Hammer fall! Hammer fall! Weakling!
Lots and lots and lots of playtests, probably more playtesting than is necessary. It's a fun game, and just iteration, 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 and when Peter says it's okay, then it's okay.
The game feels really nice to play. It's got a nice balance between like both a button masher and also being something you can string along combos for you more skilled players. Almost cannot put the controller down because it's so much fun to play.
So far, our social media strategy has had two goals. The one has been to let people know the thing exists, and the other one has been to see if anyone cares. And I feel like both of those have been fairly successful.
We've got a really great response from the fighting game community.
The response is, we are doing the right thing.
When they see screenshots and GIFs about the game, you can just see them getting excited, just as excited as we are.
This game's only becoming more of a work of passion and love than it was, and that's kind of how it started as well.
I've got like an amazing team working on Shattered Realms. I'm so blessed to have them and so thankful that Free Lives has given us the opportunity to actually make this game a reality.
I'm feeling proud. That's what I'm feeling like. We won.
I'm telling a cat story here.
Looks like you're working.
Yeah. This little chipmunk is right in the middle of the cat's back, and the cat just can't get it and stops caring and just sits down.
You really are telling a cat story.
I told you I'm telling a cat story. This little baby chipmunk is going to die, and next thing it's riding the cat. It's amazing.
It's kind of cool.